Hello everybody and welcome back for another episode of My Chaotic Budget. My name is Sandra and on this channel we do all things budget related as it pertains to mine and my husband's paychecks. And in this episode we're going to do a little bit of we're going to do a little bit of budgeting catch up. Oh my goodness. And what I mean by that is I'm going to update you on where we are with our expenses. It's going to be a little bit of a long one, but that's okay. Who doesn't like a long one? Okay, so let's move on. I have my awesome ledger book here. This is something that I have been using very often because this is what helps me with doing my budget closeout, helps me keep track of everything. I recently did my November budget closeout and I was able to do so because I have my ledger. So make sure you check out my previous video on my November closeout if you haven't yet. Okay, here we are in our current budget. Okay. So before we get into that, like I mentioned, the November budget closeout, I did it here. I went ahead and I put the numbers inside my traveler's notebook. So just in case you plan on using a traveler's notebook for your budget, the way that I have been using it is like this when I do my closeout. I really like this style, so if I ever came back to the traveler's notebook, I would continue to do it this way. You can see where I put my categories. I put check number 1, number 2, number 3, and then I put them across. And then this way I can check everything out, see what we spent for the month, and then of course what kind of notes did I need to write down for it. So like here, started buying gifts, spent money on Thanksgiving meal, bought lots of groceries for the house because of course we were home for the holidays. And then of course I put a little note here that Thanksgiving was a success and I hope the same for you all. And I'm so happy to have time with my family, especially my son, because he came down with his girlfriend to visit and I was so happy to spend time with them. So yes, and then here you can see where I started working on my December budget plans. So I did say that I'm hoping in December that we get about $7,000 in income. We're going to spend about $2,400 towards bills if it runs about the same. Savings and sinking funds, I am hoping that I can build that up this time around. Hopefully I can. Groceries, $1,000. Of course, I'm going to spend that for groceries for the entire month of December. Dining out would be about $800, gas about $120, and then spending because of Christmas and everything that we've still got going on, about $1,880. That's quite a bit, but I have a feeling that that's where it's going to go. The numbers could change, things could be different, but that's kind of my budget plan. Okay. So before I get into the budget with me for the 3rd, which my husband's paycheck is coming up, I thought I'd do a little bit of expense tracking. So I'm going to do that and then I'll make another video where I get into our budget with me for December 3rd. But look at where we are here. Okay, so let's kind of review some of these purchases. If you see a little star, I'm not counting these bills towards December because I've already accounted for them for the month of November. But you can see here, I did bring in $500 from our high yield savings account, so we could use that towards Christmas presents. We did have our sinking funds. We did pull some cash out for these sinking funds, which we've already been able to manage and take care of. Let's see here. We're a couple of dining out. This happened because we were still working at that time. Let's see here. I did make a purchase from Erin Condren back, and I will be doing my Erin Condren haul very soon. So I'm so excited to share that with you all. I did put gas in the vehicle. We did start buying groceries a little at a time. Bought some stuff at Walgreens. Went through this with you guys recently. If we take a look over here on this side, this is when I started to catch up on the bills. So I did move that $500 into the Amazon card so that way I could buy some Christmas presents. We did kind of go over a little bit, so I'm going to have to manage that. Let's see here. I do have my car insurance, US Bank, water, Macy's. I did pay the minimum for pretty much everything. Let's see here. We bought more groceries. Let's see, adjustments to the groceries, because of course when you do a delivery or a pickup, they charge you a little extra until you actually finalize the bill. And so this was the adjustments back to it, groceries. We did get our doggy groomed, which we had pulled money aside for that. Let's see here. My husband, he still had to work, so of course he had his dining out. He had Dutch Brothers with a coworker. Let's see here. These are bills that are not being accounted for. I did, however, need to move this money over because the bills had been paid, but I did not account for them into the account. So this basically balances out, but it's still there in the account. And then here we have more spending. So you'll see less dining out and more spending because, of course, here we had a day out as a family. So when we did, we went ahead and we got ourselves some Starbucks. We probably won't do that again. We like Dutch Brothers way more, and Starbucks was way too expensive. So we probably won't visit Starbucks again. Let's see here. Spending, this one was a private purchase for $20. So I'm not saying what it was, but I do need to account that it came out from our account. Bath and Body, they had a sale going on and we just couldn't resist, especially my husband, because they had the candles on sale. And my husband absolutely loves the 'Tis the Season candle, and he had to have it. And of course I threw in a little body mist and a body lotion and a hand sanitizer because they were on sale for Black Friday. So we spent $54.88. So my husband really loves those candles. And if he really loves something, he's going to get what he loves. And that's why he has me. And then I wanted to buy a planner from Plum Paper. I have never tried it before, and I'm interested to see what it's like. So that's why I got it made. It's a custom planner. I'm going to try it, see what it's like. If I don't like it, well, then I never have to try it again. But this is where we are with our expenses, what we have left so far. And this is what I kind of planned out. So we had this much available to us from that paycheck. So let me see if I can open this up without giving away December 3rd. Okay, so you'll see here that I did have I did make the paycheck budget. Of course, the thing is that since I was working and I was so busy with work, I really didn't get to budget things out. But I went ahead and I put the actuals. And so the only thing that we have going on is here. So because we were home for the holidays, groceries, really high up there. We were still working for a little bit of it. And of course, there's going to be moments where we still want to buy something because we were sick and tired of eating at home. So we'll probably spend some money on dining out. And then gas, I still need to fill up. So I need to fill up my vehicle at least one more time. And then spending, we're buying Christmas gifts. We're spending money on ourselves. We're, just enjoying life and whatnot. So that's where we are. And so I kind of went here. Groceries, we have already spent $608 so far. So we still have $141, but we did buy some more just recently from Target. So this is going to go down. Dining out, we have spent $347 so far. But you see, when we're home, the groceries go up and the dining out goes down. I still want to put a little bit in because we have 3 days of work until my husband gets paid. And so I want to make sure that there's some money in there for us to have food. Gas, like I said, I need to fill up my vehicle. Spending, we still have a little bit left. If we need to combine this, we will. Because, that's basically how we work with our budget. Whatever we have left is going to roll over into the next paycheck, which is on December 3rd. So there we are with our expense tracking. I know it's quite a bit. This is a busy season, so we're going to be seeing a lot more spending. But I'm looking forward to January because I already have a plan in mind of how we're going to change things up. And I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys. So stay tuned. make sure you're subscribed. I'm going to go into another video where I go into our paycheck budget for December 3rd and how we're going to make it work for us, even though we're kind of low on funds. But all right, guys, I hope that you all like this video, and make sure to leave a comment down below. I look forward to the start of the work week. I hope you all do too. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.